This is Thurl Williams. This is Microbiology, Week 2, and this is Part 2. First, I've already cleaned my working area. I've already used my bleach, cleaned it off, did it with the bleach wipes. I allowed it to air dry. I already have my containers ready. I have my candle burning. Everything is ready to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is start with the E. coli. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little inoculators and get them dried off. Shake all the extra alcohol off. I'm going to go ahead and run this over the heat just to kind of clear it off a little bit. Just to sterilize it. And now that I have it off, I'm just going to tilt that off of the E. coli just a little bit. Just being careful to go in there and try not to touch the sides. Get a little bit of that off. And I'm going to go ahead and place that back. I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to start first by just touching it and going back and forth here. I'm going to clean it off again. Clean that off. Get a little bit more, being careful to come out. And I'm going to start from a different angle. I'm just going to go into it and smear it the other way. Make sure to shake it off. And clean it off again. Get a little bit more coming out. I'm going to go and grab it and come back smearing it another direction. And this is going to be the last time for the E. coli. And I know you should try to keep it covered until you get ready to come back. Clean it off for the last time. Go in for one more sample. Putting it back. Now we can go ahead and place that cap back on there. And I'm just picking it up so I can be careful that I'm smearing in the right areas. Okay, so that's the E. coli. I'm going to make sure to cover that one up. Okay, and the next one is the S. cerevisiae. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off of that one. I'm going to go ahead and sterilize it a little bit, running it over the heat. See the little stick, getting the extra alcohol off of there. And going in there, getting a little bit. Being careful not to touch the sides. And I want to smear. Going back and forth. Go in again. Another one, come back. And we want to smear in the opposite direction. We're going to go in it, grab it, and then we're just going to kind of not go in it a second time. Just want to get it in there the first time. And then take it to the side. I'm going to clear that one off. Go in and get more. Going to come back. Be careful again. And then you're going to smear in the opposite direction. Making sure not to go back in there. I'm going to do it one last time, making sure you get all the extra off. You're going to go back in, and this is going to be your final drop. You're going to go to the end, and you're going to smear it again. Okay, so those we've used. We're going to sit those to the opposite side. We just want to do that one more time before we put the lid back on. And this is the final one, so we're going to make sure we have that covered. We're going to move those out of the way, and this is the final one, which is the S. epidermis. Okay, we're going to get the last one. Again, you want to go ahead and sterilize it. And you want to get your final loop. Make sure you got all stuff off of it. You want to go in, try not to touch the sides. You're going to get a little bit out of there and come out again. And just like before, you want to start one angle, just kind of smearing back and forth. And wipe again. Getting the excess off. Heating it one more time. Coming back in. You're going to go back and you're going to smear again. Trying to only go pass through it one time. And then clear to the side. And wipe it off again. Get all the excess off. And clear that. And then go in again. And you're just going to repeat the same steps. You're just going to go in, grab some, and then just back and forth. Just back and forth. And the final one is you're going to do the same thing. Making sure you got all the excess off. Making sure it's sterile. Going in without touching the sides. And your last part is going to go the opposite direction. Then you want to make one final top. You want to put the top back on. And it's probably better too to remember to put the top back on your Petri dishes as well, because you don't want anything to be inside of those. So you want to get that, make sure those are nice and tight. And just remembering when you go to put them back into your incubation spot, you want to make sure that you turn it with the agar facing up. Okay, that's the end of my experiment week 2, part 2. Thank you.